a lot of control because you get a little mini slow on your E, as well as resets on your Q to dance around the trundle. Difficult as a Cassio trundle to punish that, so they're unable to get anything there, even blow one of the summoners, didn't blow any of them, and it gives Svenskeren full reign.
Oh, fights on every side of the map. Zazel getting hit up, 100 HP, heal coming through there. They flash forward to get him, and it's going to be one last shot from Tactical to pick up first blood of the game. TL now on the move with teleports to bot. Impact was getting pressured by Svenskeren, but now he's here to party on the bot side, and they've lost one for each, but that's going to be a double kill. And then bottom, Roxa is able to take first mount break.
The tower, here it comes! Kumo going to make use of that Volibear ultimate.
He's looking when to leap, where to leap. It's going to be Jizuke here too, and they wait for the mid laner to come in, and they feed him a kill on the stove. Maybe follow the twist of fate, the mindset he will put into place. TP wasn't able to turn around, or they're just going to go into the turret. Yes, they will. Even not being deactivated as Kumo gets in there. He's on pace, and then we can figure out with the next one coming up. Really need to fight for it towards the bot lane. Box goes down, so time to disengage this fight. TL needs to focus on the Drake first, and that's going to be taken from Svenskeren as he just waltzes right in. Can he get a hop over the wall? He's going to get followed by Brox. It throws down Lamb's Respite as Zazel is here. That's going to be an unbreakable and a shield. Heal comes in as well, and that's not good for Broxa. Oh, they give it to Jizuke again.
Down the primary tower.
Had the chance to clean their plates. Those went down. Now it's going to be the turrets. Then get an impact, what for, in the top side. Here we have 3 EG members, and it looks like they'll grab another turret as they go around the horn.
Yep, they're going to zone impact off the turret. 2 down, and that's your #1 goal when you're running the Twisted Fate composition, getting all the outer turrets down early. Zazel's got the slow on the core JJ.
Stopwatch buy enough time here? Never say never. He's like, I'll take the ward down though. Nice flash over the wall. He knew he could get out. Bide time for it. Flash is actually into Jizuke as they're on the other side of the wall. Is it going to be another wild card that comes out to find him? It's the Ignite! The Sunsealed Spellbook comes up big there, and he's able to get the kill down. Nicely done. They're going to keep this fight going. Impact now trying to get himself in and out of the fight if the team wants it. Seems like communication from TL says yes. Impact is in as he throws the ult down onto Zazel so he doesn't go down, but separates one. Disrupts the fight. Evil Genius is trying to figure out a way back out, but TL may have this one locked down. I don't know. Here comes Jizuke again, turning the tables. Wild cards again. Tactical down to about 300 HP as Kumo enters the fight.
Early in the game. Let's see Brox and Svenskeren. Another smite fight on the Grump. Brox actually wins that one. Split push for EG. They can easily move their wards up, control the rest of the jungle.
Definitely having a better day. Able to bring that confidence back out. And right under the turret, Jizuke, brazen, teleport in as he comes in with the Twisted Fate gate, but they're not able to pick up the kill just yet. Svenskeren is in a 1v1 with 4JJ. Lamb's fight goes down as he gets Tactical to come over the wall. Tactical now putting up his dukes and trying to get into the fight. See what happens with Impact on the top side. He feels safe with Roxa there at least, but I don't know how much positioning even is safe for Team Liquid. They need to have the whole team there at this point. Impact's going to try to throw down the ultimate here to get himself a safety. Not just yet, though. They may have turned this one on Evil Geniuses. And, oh, how the turntables! Will they be able to get this fight in their favor? Team Liquid now starting to be able to stop.
Back down. There's the ult.
Zazel on the flank, but Impact is there as well. Wait, they are all sorted out in this one. It's going to be Dragon going over to Team Liquid, and now the fight ensues. Watching all over the place here. Brox is going down in the pit. His Impact's going to fall just outside. True Shot Barrage is just going to tickle Evil Geniuses as that goes across. And now they're going to be sticking on Impact for as long as possible to save Zazel. And they make it happen. Bang.
Taking down this dragon, now they don't have to overextend themselves too much onto the map for the next one, which would have been Soul Point for EG. And they do give up 1 kill, but that's a decent escape for Team Liquid considering how far behind they are.
You never want to take it.
Here we go.
Yell in it. Oh, right away. Gets himself a cleanse out, gets himself the safety, and Jizuke
just playing Scream right now. He's the bouncer keeping Roxa away from the pit, so there's no hope of a Team Liquid attempt even from EG. They have Twisted Fate topside, buffing up those minions with Jizuke, and then the triple man push in mid turrets.
And stack Magi's now as well for Jizuke as he is just laying on pressure. See what they can do on every lane here against Team Liquid. They're trying to defend in mid as that inhibitor turret might just go down. Or JJ's hook just misses. And the outside there as Kumo's going to be able to solo that turret down on the bot side, give himself some Sky Splitter shield, do so safely, and that's one inhibitor going down. All three taking damage at the same time as evil geniuses are knocking hard at the front door of Team Liquid's base.
Yep, it looks like they've got him surrounded, Riv. How can Team Liquid get themselves out of this one? One last fight, 5 members alive, with the Nexus turrets going down quickly.
Slowly standing, just waiting to cross that line of scrimmage. Who's going to do it first and start the fight? Tons of damage onto the turrets. They're going to get disabled as well as Kumo just dives in. Brox is going to go gold to try and save himself some time. Impact now at his fence scare, and I think that's going to be a lost fight with Lambs or Spike, and that's Impact now going gold. Looks like TL is able to hold on a little bit longer, but that's it. TL frozen in place as EG moved himself.
When Ignite specialties.
I still like it a lot. I'm surprised the Braum didn't get picked here. Especially by the side of Dignitas, but Afro's feeling the hooks, can't deny
to back it up. A 0-3 start for Dig was super unfortunate for them, but they're definitely trying to turn things around.
Solo moves into that position on FlyQuest, where it used to be Vipers against Bangs in the top rank team. A bit of a fight as Solo misses that charge. 3v2 in the top side. That's going to be quite a bit of damage on the Solo as he goes down first here. That's the first blood, and they smell blood in the water. Viper could be next. He does go down, and that's going to be a little retribution for his teammate. Acadian can't answer. Here. Acadian just over the wall. There's not going to be a ward there. So Igno, he gets hooked out of the quickness. What a Afro move. It's just that easy. And they're going to be making their way over to Drake. Mash is trying to do what he can now with Mystic shots over the wall.
Afro move comes up with another big play. And Ignar actually flashed at his run away from his own turret as Shelly is used, and Acadian.
Ooh. That's a nice Dark Passage save. Mash almost gets taken down now. Afro coming up with a hook kill. Just eagle eye right now as he throws out the lasso, bringing in all of FlyQuest.
Plus the Bramble Vest. And Santorin, you can see, getting a lot more confident. They take the crab into the mid turret for themselves and are trying to set up.
Power of Evil just on the edge of Acadian spears as he throws out those javelins. A hook, not sure they want that one. Solo is going to charge away, so they know they have a bit of room to work with being crowd controlled. Horn is still there if he wants to ring the dinner bell and make it happen. Whoa! Viper goes into the middle of the fight and he almost dies mid-air in the alley-oop of his ult. He's going to be back onto Drake at Santorin from FlyQuest. And they are now hitting Infernal a little bit, but it looks like they want a bit of that mid pressure that Froggen is drawing them to. Great job by Dignitas to distract and pull FlyQuest apart here, but it doesn't look like they want to play that game very much longer as all of FlyQuest now gathers around the Infernal Drake to stop this from being number 3 for Dignitas. Dig now hooking in Ignar, maybe one they want. Battle Dance back as that is the Ornhorn going out. Drake goes down. It looks like this fight's going to fizzle out with much more happening. As I say that, Acadian gets caught by the shockwave right away at the second tier mid turret. FlyQuest instantly pressuring off of knowing Froggen's gate is down. His ult is
worried about the Ornn ultimate setting up the...
Ignar gets caught, flipped back as Froggen now on a 2-man mission behind the pit versus 3 as Santorin is looking for a smite over the shoulder of Acadian, and I don't think that's going to happen. They're going to go for the fight overall. Solo's in the middle. Nice hook by onto Power of Evil. He gets out seeing that the ultimate was used, so that feels pretty good even though he had to blow his flat.
Tanky.
Indeed.
Beefy boys for FlyQuest. Look at this just overwhelming pressure now that will come from the Trundle and Ornn. Scaling for FlyQuest is still a huge worry for Dignitas.
That's a heal. Froggen's going to try to pour it out of this one. Oh my god, he gets out unless there's a clockwork windup following him to his death. Coming up, as we see a TP coming into the fight as well. FlyQuest wants to back off just a little bit here, knowing Dignitas could really make a shock and awe fight happen from distance. And do they get control of mid now? Solo's going to call the Ornhorn off. Who do they want? And there's really no follow-up from that distance. They were trying to push him off mid, and FlyQuest is getting a little haphazard here, and they're re-engaged. Dignitas is also tempting Solo's out of position here, Kobe. This one's getting a bit zany. That's going to be a lockdown onto Solo, and that's exactly what he is, trying to get back with his team and not be the Lone Ranger here. Viper goes down immediately again. Not so much thick skin on the bear this game. Santorin starts to get the Rangers focus in from Johnson, and that becomes a little tougher to take down the tank. Afremu finds himself as the caboose in this retreat, and he goes down, and it's going to
even looked good for Dig as well, Rib. Like, that opening is what you want, but
I'm going with it. I mean, with it pays off, right? It looks like you're melting people, and they're just marshmallows, but you fall behind Frog and at bay if they can. I like the idea from Dig. How much are they giving up to do this, though? A nice hook, only going to stall FlyQuest, but not even for very long. They're right onto the inhibitor, and they may even go for more on this push. They have a minion wave that's baroned up right there, Kobe, and they're looking.
And trade inhibitors right there while you're in a weaker state is a positive of your opponents, so that you can kill off the pressure that they have while allowing yours in bottom side to do the work for you.
Here we are, top of FlyQuest is Johnson and Afremu. Stand tall for Dig. We do see that Viper's finished Death Stance, but so has Mash. So you're getting one on each side there, as the fight's going to be able to go a little bit longer. How much longer? Yet to be told. The shockwave there onto Frog, and it catches him just on the outer rim as they have to push him back. Not too far, as he's right near a base. He's going to come back out nice and healthy.
Ignar, he hasn't had too much success with those so far, so expect him to play a little bit safer. Just group up 5 members strong for FlyQuest. They should be inside the base with, oh, there we go.
Quick hits on that inhibitor, a little back and forth. They're saying if we get the right person, we'll go in. Solo, we've seen him start so many fights from half health, 30% health, like we saw over at the river fight. It doesn't matter to him, and he's healing up quite quick anyways. Mash focusing on the Nexus turrets as the rest of the team is making sure he is safe on the back line. And there it goes again. Viper goes down immediately as he tries to be the first one in the fight. Actually bumped out. Didn't even really get to land on his paws that time. And it is going to be FlyQuest trying to get to the Nexus. Oh my God! There's the Wombo combo. We get to see it at the end. Beautifully done by FlyQuest as they soar over Dignitas for the victory.
We saw it, Riv. We talked about it for 15 minutes.
Like Golden Guardians have, many threats coming out here. It feels mostly about the Aphelios and protecting him, and they do have an incredible amount of peel. Build up after one of those minions dying, so they needed perhaps a little bit more patience, and now Blabber gonna try to make him pay on the bot side.
Flash follow, easy stun. The flash is late. The Q's gonna land, and the kill comes through.
A really extended trade where Licorice can get the best of it.
Ooh, the flash into the stun, the immediate follow through. Sven's ignited. He's gonna run back and get that shield. The other shield comes up for Vulcan, but the true damage punch. Haymaker making some hay for Golden Guardians. Cash on demand. As Blabber comes down to the bottom lane. Licorice already here. TP coming back in. This is gonna be quite the fight. A double stun for Huhi. FBI's in danger, but he's able to kite it back as Toasted Fate comes over at least.
But Cloud9 will be able to trade back and grab a first dragon.
This game is a little bit less farm-centric on the junglers. Blabber getting a minute later dragon. Inventory for Niski, obviously. Not as much gold as Twisted Fate. Here comes the instant ult going to try to dive. This one, stun comes over. Tia from the top as well. The flash follow. And they ensure that 4 people are
every time Nocturne ult is up, you've got to go at Cloud9.
Well, they're going at it right now. The fight right there. Blabber was next to the lane, and it still didn't matter. Vulcan had to
Possibility of Galio ulting top. Because remember, Volibear had the push, and you can turn off that tower, so they could have looked for a kill. But now it is Huhi engaging and TF coming in.
This time the Galio can show, but is it going to be enough? The Monte's forced to run back with his Venom. Vulcan going to find themselves a stun. Niski's on top. Blabber's there as well. That's fine. They're going to make sure the kill goes over. They donate it to Sven. A good play here. Nice chunk of damage, good kill, and Cloud9 are going to get more. Plates are up. Herald is summoned, and if they spend any effort at all, that is the entire turret down to the bottom lane.
Yeah, Golden Guardians have got to leave. You stay around here, you're just going to die.
Wow, they want a lot. Huhi finds a stun. They nearly get the kill. They get Blabber. You've got to be kidding me. Zen gets one back, though, and it's going to be Niski. Forced to stopwatch. Can they get the rest? Closer into melee range. Protobalt comes up, finds a knockup. Does he find the trade? It's not going to be all that they wanted. The turret is turned off. Here comes Volibear, and Licorice gets that one. Hanser left alone, stunned up, can't find much more. The overall kill difference remains just the 1, but what a fight. What a bloodbath down to the bottom lane.
Yeah, this one going very heavily in Cloud9's favor. I think Golden Guardians staying around way too long, really wanting to defend that first turret, trying to force it.
This turret, so it will be bot lane outer traded for the Herald. Generally speaking, I would say that is positive to Golden Guardians. And now a fight in the top side. Nocturne shown up as well. Doesn't get stunned because the ulti was timed so well, and that means no follow through. Licorice survives the 1v2, weathering that
Nocturne ultimate down. Cloud9 has no fears to walk up, drop the Herald, take this mid lane tier 1 with, you know, Trundle, Galio, Braum. You want the additional damage, so I think that going towards something like just the Death Dance next makes a lot of sense here for Licorice.
The one so far. Cloud9, of course, with control. Nuhi about to be in a lot of danger. Was walking over his own control ward, but now in a bit of a fight. Here comes the punch. Here comes the re-engage. Will this battle go well? They're looking to kill off the backline, and they will do so. The Globals come across, and they kill Aphelios. Now, how about the other half of it? Because Haunter is going to have to run backwards. And here comes Volibear. Licorice takes a bite out of Twisted Fate. And now it's going to be the re-engage. A big stun for Huhi, but no way out. 3-1 in this fight so far. And the chase down on the Haunter. They're going to find that stun, and they're going to get themselves a kill onto Ornn. 4-1 on a team fight. They killed the Aphelios with the follow-up damage.
To take over the fight afterwards, and Cloud9 are going to get under their dragon here. Another team fight win. It's the right idea again here from Golden Guardians, but Cloud9 are
4v5. FBI a bit low on mana, lowers his damage output. Closer over the wall. The flash follow for Licorice has kite him down. Here comes a dive inside the pit. Big damage. Licorice has already knocked down the jungler. The re-engage could be good. Demonte is slowed. He'll be rooted in a second. They've almost killed Niski. The Baron can't quite finish it off as Sven takes down the opposing mid laner. So now we have Haunter. It is 3 versus 5. Health bar is a bit low. Niski can finish his recall and teleport right back to the pit. Blabber stuck inside, taking some decent damage. Licorice CC'd up. Can they get the damage to kill Volibear as he heals and gets the shield yet again? Over the wall they go. They can't find the Ornhorn. He's CC chained, and Haunter can do nothing. So now it is 2 versus 5, and FBI is out of mana. It's a bad feeling. Blabber to be able to keep hitting this one up, looking for the poke, but FBI barely has spells left. Nissi can zone out the squad. He's got way too much health to ever die here. He's going to push back FBI. Who he finds a stun, that doesn't matter. Baron Nashor goes down, and so does the Golden Guardian support. As
Cloud9 are right back in the driver's seat. First Baron is almost always where they will end the game. Very few teams are able to withstand the push from Cloud9. They've been so good at closing out pre-30, but Golden Guardians are in a pretty good spot to delay and to not just have the game end potentially here, as they have Demonte trying to split the map, trying to get people out of there. We'll see if he can escape.
Licorice spots him, gets the stun, gets a slow, gets most of his health bar, ults over the wall. This is going to be the fight now as Nocturne can show up as well. 3 versus 1. This has to be enough, and it is. No way to re-engage with Galio. Blabber, of course, spotted, and they know he is completely alone. Gold card there, decent amount of damage, but they can't get the follow.
He's just trying to stop the bases.
Cloud9, yes, are pushing into the bottom side of the map. So TF ults out. No, he's going to stay up there, actually. Doesn't leave, but the rest of the squad will.
Not much at all.
Especially when you get 1,525 from killing Baron itself. So since the buff's been gained, okay, there you go. They've gotten it back. They got mid lane tier 2. Top tier 2 is under fire. It will die right around the time that Baron buff falls off, I believe. Technically, that one's not part of the Red Bull power play. But end of the day,
back off cooldown anyway. So not too big of a deal, but Closer here could be in some trouble.
He's in danger. Dodges the slow, will not dodge the stuns though, and Closer is gonna get dropped out
Just
there.
now, are they moving forward to actually finish this off? You can see, they will knock that down, and the wave is gonna be here. Keep eyes on it. It looks like they are just gonna go for some sneaky plays. They have 3 men up in the top side. They're gonna try to take down some towers, maybe try to go for something. They don't feel like they can actually contest it, but that is Soul. And it's not just about, you know, that big burst of speed when you pop the ulti, as Nissi's just gonna keep chasing here.
He walked into 3 people, and he's like, yeah, this is fine. I'll take the 1v2. I'm gonna kill Closer by myself, no matter what else is happening. TP comes down for the top laner. Closer is about to be solo killed. Here's Licorice right on top of him. And it's like, yep, you got me. Just burn Destiny, teleport away. And you know what? Here's Baron, right? We lost our jungler. We showed you that our mid laner TP'd away. It's yours. Go have fun.
Yep, they're going to get everything. Cloud9 just unable to be contested across
items. This is going to be deadly, kind of no matter what. And the siege now begins in the mid lane. No real contest. That's going to be Blabber at half. Actually, really good damage here. They nearly take him down. Has to pop the ulti, pop stone plate. And now
Heals ultimate off of the tank to regen a lot of the health. And Sven is getting poked. You have to credit FBI here. Has been really on point with the Mystic shots, hitting a lot of those to dissuade Cloud9 from fully committing to this, but now Licorice pushing in mid lane. He can threaten that mid lane inhibitor. They are diving.
Oh, he's quick. The ults come down. They're on the turret, but the turret's now gone. Here comes the fight. Big stun to Huhi. How about round 2? Is it going to be enough? Volibear in the back line. There's a knockup blocked away, and it's Demonte forced to run back. A nice taunt in the back line. FBI's got to be in danger as Closer drops, and Haunter is going to be the next one to die. The front line is gone, and Demonte's next up. 3 auto attacks kill him off. FBI is slowed. The chase through. It's going to be enough. A double kill and then a shutdown in for the jungler as well. Cloud9 going to complete the aces. Who he tries to run back to the fountain. He might just live, but he won't. The ace comes through, and Cloud9 start exactly how we expected. A 4-0 run in the first 2 weeks of the LCS 2020 summer split.
And it is a different look here from Cloud9, you know, bringing out a different style.
A bit of X Factor out of Sunday's Renekton, and now counterpicking the mid lane is a Azir for Aka.
Okay, so a lot of, you know, late game, they can contest this, because remember, Cody Sun's not here.
Danger. Potluck has to flash. Thanks for the leash. Thieves not going to stay. They don't have the Xayah. The Immortals do had already taken the recall first. So Altec's here. Time for round 2 on this Drake. Aka first to move. They'll get it after all. Is Drake going to be no problem? Bit of an early smite.
Stayed around. I think if you just wait for the Azir and for this Lee Sin, it's pretty much a guaranteed kill.
Great pillar, but so has held the E to dodge. Wait for the flash. Follow, puts in the ult, and the shot.
Immortals fails their play on the bot side, can't actually respond to the Rift Herald play, and then 100 Thieves, knowing that that play has failed on the bottom side and that Gate is on a recall timing there, look for a punish up on the top side. They're able to make the kill happen, they're able to knock down that first turret, and now this minor gold lead.
Meteos wasn't in range, so there's no ult burn. Stunt doesn't go in all the way. Now Cody Sun has cleanse, has flash, Stunt goes in for the charm, goes for a lot of crowd control, and now goes for round 2. Pillar comes in, double charm there as well, and now there's the Renekton. 4v4, the flash stun in the backline. Can they chase down Altec? He's summonerless, he's ultiless. One more auto will kill him, and someday gets the kill credit.
They already have a very nice late game setup, but trying to put more pressure on Immortals, start to collect these dragons. We'll find out, is it going to be the mountain? Yeah, so he's very, very comfortable against Soaz in any sort of isolated run.
Ooh, nice. Ulti's going to find Royama, gets his own ulti off, runs for as fast as he can. A kick flash is going to mean the kill comes through in the end of the day.
So he is going to be scaling up quite nicely, and someday will be able to finish this off, but not before denying a lot of those minions.
A couple of waves died to the turret. Now we can see more pressure as Altec finally drops the aggro and goes for top lane turret. So it will be a trade of objectives. The Herald obviously hastening that one a little bit, but it means Altec gets some more bonus.
It just seemed weird that he was even trying to poke away at them, to be honest with you. Aka was already moving up towards the top lane. The rest of his team was just parked in mid lane. It felt like he was the only one who had any interest in trying to make something happen here.
That part of the map where she is. They know it's going to be a while till Mountain Soul. 8 minutes to go if they get them on cooldown. Meteos walking in, finds the slow, knows Altec can be a target. The flash engage. They get the knockup. He's trying to run away, and he's just going to get it kited out. Finally, Royama gets the kill with the last dissonance, and they're already ready to push down the mid lane. They've got the wave, and there's not a lot of wave clear out of Aka, and that means the turret falls for number 3.
They can also with that shockwave when you activate the Spellbinder's Orb. And Altec, oh, nice pull back in with that shockwave.
Just gets away Aka here, but now it's damage towards Gate. The Altec ulti is up, finally pops it. Here comes crowd control. This could be a good fight if they get the crowd control. Can Potluck be rooted up? Goes around the feathers, but he's slowed, and a kill comes through. Cody Sun finds that last crit, and the jungler is dead. Mid lane tier 2 going to follow right afterwards, and that gold lead will grow to 5,000 and change as they clean up here. I think on paper they expected to beat, and seems likely to happen right here. Immortals looking for some way in. Media's going to be CC'd up. There's the slow, there's the stun. Pops this durability there with the stone plate showing up. 1,000 health left on him, gets a shield, and forces the Immortals to run, but Gate has flash. Knocked up. Gonna be in a pretty bad spot as Shockwave catches Aka. He pops ultimate, gets summoner heal, but over into the back line goes Someday. Finds the kill, and Ryoma gets the second. Soaz TP'd in to find himself in a 1v3. Cody Sun dives in for the damage output, and they should be able to clean him up, no problem. Gets a slam, gets some healing, flashes the way, and you gotta be kidding me, Soaz makes his great escape. He'll stay alive.
You know, Aatrox was able to heal up a fair bit, and with him not going down, but again, another member caught out. Altec
feels really good when you're already ahead. Just ever so slightly gets rid of the ability for them to kill your front line, and maybe you survive that assassination attempt, you know, by one extra auto attack or something, as the Mountain Drakes stack up. They grant some extra durability. Jump back right next to the pillar and just barely stay alive, and I'll hold that thought because Someday's coming around now as well. Meteos wants in, finds himself grounded a little bit. Now the right back onto Aka. That's going to be a dead Azir, and Someday will not fall. 5v4, the chase can continue. Ryoma wants in, looks for a slow, gets the shockwave, catches Soaz flash. Listen, that should be the crowd control. That should be kill number 2. Gate is likely next up.
Don't give any sort of an opportunity. This should not be a 50-50. You should be trying to turn and stop this Lee Sin from coming forward.
Someday and Stunt are the ones to mark him. Meteos has the Q on him, has to respect this one out. Here comes the teleport. So the timing is getting a bit tight now as the opposing members are starting to show up. It's going to be a 5v4 in a second. Gate still tanky. Potluck is in, goes for a kick, and he's going to run out of health, no longer in range of the smite. And that will be claimed by 100 Thieves there.
So someday it looked like was able to land an easy stun and finish him off.
Down the wave, get rid of the cannon, and that's going to be the turret falling here as well, as the rest of the team is ready to siege and jealous. Look at that range. No answer back. 2 more shots go in, and that's going to be the open turret. That's going to be the shot at the inhibitor itself.
Yep, gonna be able to take this one, no problem, it looks like. You know, Aka does have a death cap, which is something working for him, but Ryoma's gonna have his pretty soon, and has an additional item to boot, so 100 Thieves just continue to play it slowly. There's no need to rush this one up, and pushing in that mid lane wave. They have that top lane wave already escorted in, so they can look to finish off this turret and potentially take a fight here.
Yeah, and again, Gate dropped to 300 health. He says, well, I can get Callisto brought back, and that's nice. You have 400 health and can't team fight anymore. So the inhibitor is theirs, and they didn't really free others. And it's just like, well, yeah, you're absurdly ahead. 10,000 gold lead. Let's add another, let's call it 3,000 roughly.
You're really strong when you use that. So this is going to be very, very difficult for Immortals to have any chance at holding on here. Will require, I think, really a miracle kick from Potluck. If you can maybe kick in Ryoma and instantly kill him, then maybe you have a chance. But even then, it looks like you could probably lose the 4v5 afterwards.
All right, here comes the attempt at the bottom turret now. No real defense for Immortals. Gate walks up for an E with his team somewhat nearby. Not going to land it all the same. The turret's going to go down. You can't really defend with the inhibitor laid bare. You can fight at your turrets themselves and sit there and farm and wait and hope you somehow outscale with golden XP, because minions will be flooding in your base. But 100 Thieves are likely not going to let that happen. They're going to walk in and look for this battle here. Meteo's going to take a little bit of poke, but pretty resilient with all the MR he's built so far this game. As the waves come in, 100 Thieves have to find their way into the fight. Sitting and letting Immortals farm doesn't seem like the right way in. Shockwave catches 3. That's the engage they wanted. Looking for the knockup, looking for the kill on the Gate. This time they will again get him pulled back out, but he burns down all the same. And now so as the target, as the double kill comes through for Someday, look to give him the third. It's going to go to Cody's son, and this is got to be the game. 100 Thieves will finally claim their first win of the LCS Summer Split. They will take down Immortals in convincing fashion. There wasn't really much to do on the other side. 100 Thieves get a big top lane advantage. They get some big team fights. They get some big dives. They get all the neutral objectives. The Nexus will fall, and 100 Thieves improve to 1-3.
Yeah, really nice game there for 100 Thieves. They had a tough schedule starting
category for each of our lanes that we're tracking, the top performer in each position, and here you have it. No new changes across our leaderboards from today's games. But I wanted to surface the question about which of these categories or which top position right now feels the most fragile and likely to be beaten. Podium. He has already posted the top 3 times to level 6 from the jungle.
He's the only one under 6 minutes. This is like, you know, the guys running for like the fastest mile time, and he's the first one under 4 minutes.
Still does remain undefeated at the top of the standings, and at the bottom, still a couple winless teams at the end of week 2. But happy to see the likes of CLG, Team Liquid, TSM fighting there in the middle of the pack. A couple teams, I think, Crumbs, that we didn't expect to be competitive so early on, per se.
I mean, yeah, especially CLG. I think there's just one that is really competitive. Now, I think a lot of the teams are really struggling to figure out the meta. CLG got a quick hold of it after that first blunder, so that's what's giving them a lot of wins. But what's interesting about them for me is that unlike some of the teams that have the same record, a lot of their win is actually them fighting back. Yeah, they dig themselves into a hole, but they're also the ones to get themselves out of it. But against FlyQuest, that is probably the opponent that will give them the most trouble besides the first loss